Hi friends! So for this positivity segment, as you can tell, I'm standing up. This is because I'm talking about something that's really close to my heart and close to a lot of my friends' hearts, and I'm a bit nervous, frankly, which is funny because I'm talking about something positive. But anyway, so I chose to stand up for this one so that I can move around as needed to kind of get rid of some of that nervous energy. So this week I want to talk about boxes and labels, specifically in the LGBTQ+ community and in the mental health community. So I will preface this by saying, you are not allowed to choose someone else's box or someone else's label. They are the only person who can do that, or a mental health professional. So please do not go around diagnosing your friends or telling them what sexuality they are. That's just not cool. So speaking of mental health first, because that's kind of the smaller of the two topics, we often say someone with autism or someone who is autistic or an autistic person. Grammatically, it's all the same. If I say that's an autistic person or that's someone with autism, grammatically that means the same thing. But as a label, it's completely different. If I were to say an autistic person, that means that that person is autistic. That's all they are, that's the only thing that defines them. But if I say a person with autism, it means it's a person who happens to have autism, yes, but they have other aspects and other sides to them. But as I said at the start of this segment, if someone were to come up to me and say, please call me an autistic person, that's what I'll call them. But as a rule of thumb, and this is something my therapist talked about, is we try and not put someone in a complete bubble of their diagnosis, because we're not just our diagnosis. I have depression and anxiety. Yes, I'm an anxious person in that I'm a person with anxiety, but I don't want to be known as just anxiety and depression. I'm a lot more than that. I'm a person with anxiety and depression and so many other sides to me. I'm not just those two things. As for the LGBTQ+ community, it's much broader and it's a much longer subject for me to talk about, and I'm going to try and get through it as much as I can. So there's so many different labels and boxes to choose from, and the first thing I'm going to say is, you don't have to go into one of these boxes. You don't have to pick a label. You can just be not straight. For the longest time, I was not straight. That was my label. It's not really a label, but it worked to explain to people that I didn't really know what I was. Also remember that your labels or boxes can evolve and change over time. So as I said, for a while I was not straight. So up until this point in my life, my labels have been straight, not straight, bi maybe, and now I would label myself as pansexual. Now, I'm the kind of person, I feel the need for a label. It makes me more comfortable to be able to really say what I'm feeling and how I feel, but a lot of people don't feel that way, and that's okay too. Going along with the LGBTQ+ community and choosing labels and boxes, as I said, you cannot pick someone else's box or label no matter what. For example, I have a friend who would class themselves as gay. They've been gay for much longer than I've known them for. But they're actually dating someone from the opposite sex. So for a lot of people, someone who is gay but dates someone from the opposite sex, they would consider them bisexual, or some people would call them confused. But I think those are the people who are confused because we do have words to explain these kind of feelings. When I talked to my friend about possibly being bisexual, they explained that no, they are genuinely gay. That's how they feel, that's how they label themselves, that's the box they're in. This person they're dating is just kind of the exception. And that's fine. If my friend wants to label themselves as gay, that's their label, and that's end of discussion. Similarly, if you know someone, for example, who labels themselves as bisexual, but then when they describe their feelings, they seem to fit more into the pansexual box, you're allowed to say, hey, have you heard about pansexuality? That seems to fit what you're saying a lot more. And if your friend says, yeah, I have heard about pansexuality, I still see myself as bi though. End of discussion. They are bi, that's their label. If in a few months they decide to actually go with the pansexual label instead, now their label is pansexual. It's that simple. Just remember, with boxes and labels, you don't have to be in a box. You don't have to have a label. You do it if it makes you more comfortable with yourself and it helps you explain who you are. And similarly, there's never a reason for you to put someone else in a box or put a label on their forehead. That's up to them. Whether you agree with it or accept it or understand it is irrelevant. You just have to respect it. And just one kind of last addition, it kind of fits in with all of this, that's why I'm quickly going to say it now. For members of the LGBTQ+ community, when you come out, it's often easier to have a label. But what I'm gonna say is, you never come out just once. A lot of people talk about coming out, and they often mean the first time they've come out. But we come out all the time. Every new person we tell is a new coming out. What this means is, if your label changes, that's okay, because every new time you come out, you can use the label that makes sense to you at that point. Remember also, you don't have to come out to every single person you meet. To tell someone who you really are is something very personal, and you don't have to broadcast that unless you want to. With all of these boxes and labels and coming out and everything, it's up to you as an individual to decide where you want to be boxed, what label you want to have, and who you want to tell. And as someone else, you're not allowed to ask that person or demand that person tell you their box or their label or who they are. If they trust you with that information, great. And if they don't trust you, you can see what you can do to build that relationship until they do trust you. Or you could just let it go. So I don't know if anyone's ever noticed, it looks like Nani's wearing makeup. Because next to her eye, she's got like an eyeliner like flick. Of course, she's hiding it now. Yeah, like a little flick. And then her face, along the white bits of her snout on either side, it's a bit darker, like she's contoured her snout. Nani, could you show off your face, please? Show us your beautiful face. Show us your beautiful face. So it always looks like she's wearing makeup. So I think she likes makeup too. Do you want to be Jeffree Star? The next Jeffree Star? A beauty guru. She'll just eat the beauty blenders though, that's the problem. Bonk. And there you can see. See next to her eye, if I could move my finger. There. It's got a little flick. And then along her face. She doesn't want to show it. This is what Nani does all day, by the way. She just sits in her bed in the sun. Nani! Hi! She can't even open her eyes because of the sun. Hi, beautiful. Hi, puppy. Bless you. So it's about 5:30 I think on Tuesday, and so by the time the vlog comes up, all the merch stuff should already be announced and for sale, so I can talk about it now finally. So yeah, it's about 5:30 on Tuesday, and the first poster's finally printed, so we're just gonna go pick it up, check it out, make sure that it is perfect, which I'm sure it is. And then that means that tonight I'm filming the announcement video that I'll be publishing tomorrow night, so Wednesday evening for me in Australia. Yeah, so I'm really excited about seeing this post. I'll definitely be showing it on the vlog once I've got it. Even though, as I said, I know you guys will have all seen it by now, I just want to film it as soon as I get it anyway. Right, so we just got home from picking up the poster. Yes, I've added on a choker because why not? You could always wear a choker. So I want to show you guys quickly right now what it looks like. Again, I know you have already seen it. I'm just so excited. So here it is. So this was kind of like the initial, well, not the initial, this is the second test print. So it's the second one because the first one I did see a couple things that I wasn't super duper happy with. But yeah, so here's the poster. I literally just picked it up and I'm about to film the announcement video. So Ben, do you want to tell the camera what's going on?
We just launched the first piece of merch.
Yeah!
So we're gonna celebrate.
With champagne! Open the bottle. Oh, Nani said to celebrate! Nani, come celebrate! Come celebrate! She wants it. She's like, is it food? Moment of truth. Jesus, that scared me. Yes, we're having champagne and wine glasses because we don't have champagne glasses. Tough. So this is on the Tuesday night when the merch went live for the Discord people and we set up the premiere for the video. And tomorrow we'll probably have more champagne when the merch actually goes public. But this is such a huge moment for me, for us, and especially for the channel, because this is the moment where you stop being just a person who does video on YouTube and now creating merchandise and a company and a business. So this is a huge deal. So today is March 21st, which as many of you know means it's Slytherin Pride Day. So today I'm wearing my Proud to be a Slytherin t-shirt. Don't know how well you can see that. It's got cunning and ambition written on it because those are Slytherin traits. And I'm wearing my Slytherin necklace that my lovely friend Pillows got for me for Christmas. I'll show it to you guys. It's got the snake in a nice green gem, obviously green lipstick, green earrings, and my green sunglasses. So I'm all decked out in green today because I am a Slytherin and I'm very proud of that. Obviously one of the traits of Slytherins are pride. But yeah, I'm definitely proud of being a Slytherin this year. Hey Ben.
Yes.
What you wearing?
Proud to be a Ravenclaw!
Why?
Because I'm a Ravenclaw! And it's Ravenclaw Pride Day.
There you go. That's why. So you guys saw me a couple days ago. I was wearing my Proud to be a Slytherin t-shirt, which had the words ambition and cunning written on it. And Ben has the same one, but it's Ravenclaw, and it's got the words creativity and wisdom on it. Because those are Ravenclaw traits. And today is the 23rd of March, and that's Ravenclaw Pride Day. You proud to be a Ravenclaw?
I am.
Good, you should be. I'm so excited right now. The merch is finally public. You guys have all seen it. You've seen, well, I mean, obviously you just like saw it a few minutes ago, but you've hopefully seen the announcement video. And yeah, I'm just so excited to finally have this out. So those of you who saw the announcement video saw the website link and the discount code, but for those of you who didn't, make sure to go over to storydiver.com, that's my shop, and you can put in the code DiscordApril. All of this will be in the description box, so don't worry if you don't remember or anything like that. But DiscordApril, and that will give you access to my Discord server until the end of April. I'm so happy those of you who have already seen the merch through the announcement video and postings on social media seem to love it as much as I do. I'm just really happy with this. It's amazingly well done. Thank you so much, Almsy, for doing this for me. It's absolutely amazing. When I say doing this for me, please, people understand, I didn't just ask her to do it. I did commission her. I did pay her. She's an artist. She deserves recognition for her work. So last time I'm going to say all of this, it is limited edition. A few of them have already been sold. So if you do want one, definitely head over to the website and get yourself one. Sorry if I look really windswept at the moment. There's a huge storm blowing in and I was just walking Nani for like 45 minutes outside and it's really windy. Also, you may have noticed I have a band-aid on. I hurt myself. I was trying to kill an ant on the floor and I stabbed myself on a nail because we've got carpeting in a lot of the house, and up against the walls, like the nails that put down the carpet, they like stick up. And so there's a couple areas where the nails are just at the surface, so if you like step on them you can feel them, but because they're right up against the wall it's safe until you try and kill an ant and accidentally stab yourself on a nail. Oops. But that's it from me for this week. Hopefully I'm not going to injure myself anymore because that's not fun. And hopefully the storm's not going to be too intense because I don't like storms and this seems like it's going to be bad. But I think that's all from me from this week. So, bye!